So, as you may
here we are
had to
in
change
one of our
scenes.
favorite
Wasn't
doggy
the
parks
park
in
that
Summerland.
down by the beach
It's
was
actually
extremely muddy. Both of the parents are extremely muddy. So we've decided
Cosmos
to
and
up to
Rose's
our
favorite.
second
As you can see, it's
favorite park in
huge. It's
Summerland,
down by the
which is
water,
right here.
down by the
Over there
lake.
is the doggy park area. This is
in
the
just a
Puppies'
few minutes,
first
we're going to bring
experience
out
with, of course, this funny white stuff on the
5
ground.
puppies,
which
and
is
introduce them. Looks
very funny
if
to
you've
them.
been following the channel earlier, you will have noticed that we did have 6
Marigold,
puppies.
what are you doing?
At the end of
That's
this, there'll be a
Marigold,
little thing about
right there.
Helios and what happened.
And over there is
Just goes
Wolfie.
to show you can never
Hello,
make sure
Wolfie.
that you can protect everything
And down
as
here,
much as you'd like to.
I have
And
Kodiak.
it was a great sadness yesterday for us. We both cried for several hours. And
Kodiak,
Mum
you
was
coming up
whining,
on the snow?
but
Come
now
on.
she's back to being playful.
The snow is cold, yeah.
We'll have that discussion after I bring out all
Kodiak's
the
not
5
sure if he
pups
really likes the
on
idea
their
of having
leads.
wet, cold feet, but there we go. As you can tell, though, Marigold seems to have gotten right into it after her initial hesitancy. Ah! Woo! Trying to keep these 3 in line as next to possible. Here comes David with the other 2. So, oh, Marigold, get your paws. They have managed to get me pretty well tied up. Of course, David has the 2 smallest.
They're eating snow.
I know, so are these guys.
Come on.
They're having a blast, these ones. Once they get on the snow and get over their hesitancy, they're great. So down there we have, of course, Jack, little Captain Jack. And,
Little Violet.
yes, I know Violet, who likes to play by jumping on everybody. I'm totally tied up now, I can't actually move.
Oh, that's good. Who hopped around there? Jack, get over there.
We're going to have to, Jack's just a little bit hesitant with the snow. Come on, Jack. Well, we'll see how he does.
Come on.
This is,
Thanks.
This is the first time we've dared to have them all out on leads at the same time, and as you can tell, it's a little bit of a disaster, but...
There. Yay. Don't take a run for in the bleeding snow.
Yeah, they can't run far because they're all knotted. There goes one.
I went back in the car.
Come on. The video cut out. We'll be in the lower mainland most likely by Friday or Saturday, depending on if there's anyone who takes one or 2 up here in the Okanagan on their last hail in the Okanagan.
I gotta count this.
Oh my goodness. The never-ending cute is getting really hard. You will see the list of photos to the side. We did those photos in the van today. Sorry about that. We're just getting ready to relocate, and everything's kind of confusion in and out of the hotels that we're in right now. We wouldn't mind if somebody on the
Okay. I'll go for a walk.
Sunshine Coast really wanted 1 or 2.
Okay, pretty up.
We wouldn't mind going back to winter in Pearl River rather than wintering here in the Okanagan. But at the same time, I mean, we're used to wintering in the Okanagan. Our season in the resorts all ends every year at around beginning to mid-October. And we seem to end up in the Okanagan about 90% of the time for winter. And to be honest, I'm trying to get out of the whole resort thing, so I'm a bit tired of it, and at 63 it's really hard to keep going up and down and all around the province of BC and Alberta, helping people understand how stupid they're being with what they're doing. And as you can see, they have already tangled up David and made a big mess of him.
There we go. Hey. promise you guys. This is just, whoa, romping. Whoa.
Like always, why is it our pups always want to go in opposite? Now, when the first litter came out, of course, we were up island in Gold River, and they were available at the same time, and it was extremely snowy that winter. So the first taste of snow for those pups happened in the mid to late November, when they were only 5 or 6 weeks old. These guys, it's funny because they actually do have the extra insulation on their toes because of their heritage. So they're actually really good at snow, just like their dad. Okay, so that's them playing in the park. I'm going to shut this portion off, and the next thing we'll be doing is taking individual photos and adding that to the directory. I'll also be including at the end of this a little thing about our good friend Helios and what happened to Helios. It was the weirdest thing because it shouldn't have caused what it caused, and play should never come with that kind of price attached to it.
Okay. Whoa, one way. Of course, there's a picnic table.
Thank you. Thank you for looking. Enjoy your time. And we hope to hear from you in the next day or so we know where these guys are all headed. They're so happy.
They're heading this way, that way, and everywhere. Jack's a kisser.
Okay, so here we go. Here's Captain Jack. Captain Jack is the littlest of the males. We're drying them off from their little snow experience today. This is Jack. We call him Captain Jack. Now he could be Captain Jack the Pirate or Captain Jack from Torchwood. Doesn't really matter. Same thing. He loves everybody, and he will steal anything he can steal. Oh, baby boy. He is bright. In fact, he is the first one to figure out how to escape from the kennel trap. Hey, what else can I say about Jack? He's just a sweetheart. We love him a lot. Oh, look, Daddy's photobombing us again. Look, Jack. Look at. Oh, yeah, yes, I love you too. Oh, you're a good boy. Eminently trainable, ears pointable. He's smallest, so it'll be at least 4 weeks before you can actually point the ears, because they need to have a big enough cell structure, a head structure to support the blood flow. Vet check is fine. If you see them, all of the pups, when you see them, if you look, we don't have the hip dysplasia portion. Oh, Cosmo has decided to make a comment. And now Rose has decided to photobomb it. Hello, Mama Rose. So if you'd like to bring Jack into your family or into your business, or if you are, of course, doing guide dog work, there actually is a discount if you're doing guide dog work. One of the siblings from the very first horde, I'm going to call them a horde of puppies, it's kind of weird, is actually doing work with veterans on the island for post-traumatic stress disorder. And another one is living with another veteran who has some disabilities out in the woods and is a constant companion. So, well, none of the first litter went to work in police or in security. That's because they weren't quite the genome that we were looking for, which is this complete genome. What else can I tell you about him? He's going to be about 100 pounds for the smallest of the group. We know that the median weight of these litters is 110 pounds between males and females. As a male, he will be about 100 pounds. He will be the lightest male of the group. So thank you, and we'll bring up the next contender. Okay, number 2 is actually a male too. This is Kodiak. He's medium size, so his final weight will probably be slightly bigger than Daddy here at 125. Like all the rest, they're all sweethearts. I don't know. But Kodiak is definitely one that has to be trained not to chew on cables and cords. That seems to be his problem. And we have begun training him on that, just like we've begun training them all on leash leads. They've all been paper trained, and they're all ready to be trained to go outside at any time. As you know, the snow was a unique experience for these guys today. They're all a little bit tired because they just ate, but that's okay. Okay, Kodiak, look. No, look over there. Look over there. There we go. And he's a sweetheart, and his ears are going to be 100% pointable too. He's actually at the size that you could almost start doing that. So it'd be just a couple of weeks. Vets have cleared. They've all been dewormed, and you'll find how there are 2 options when it comes to your timeline going forward. We provide you with that timeline. One of the things is we will chip them for you, and there's a set fee for that, and you provide all the information ahead of time, or you can have them chipped. However, we also do provide you with information on pet insurance and veterinary insurance, so that we highly recommend it. I mean, just getting through Rosa's pregnancy would have been a little bit more difficult if some of the basics weren't covered. I mean, the plan doesn't generally cover pregnancy, but her prenatal care was important to us, so like all of our dogs, she gets all the love we want. It's kind of interesting that when we were originally breeding purebred German Shepherds that were American Kennel Club registered, that they were all over the place, all a little bit different, but the 2 of them did become police officers. One of them traveled all over Western Canada as a truck driver's companion, which I thought was a kind of interesting career path for her. For him actually, because we kept the 2 females, Dora and Delenn, and unfortunately when they passed, we couldn't bring ourselves to raise any more pups for quite a while. But this particular project has taken about 7 years from when we first devised it to completion, and these are going to be teddy bear shepherds. Okay, that was that was sorry.
Yeah, let's go. This big boy here.
There he is. Hold him to his side, please, dear. And the little bell on him.
Yep. Take him to the compartment.
So there we go. That is Kodiak. And here is Violet. Violet is the smallest of the 2 females, which means growing up she will be slightly under 100 pounds at fully grown.
Well, what are you doing?
She is a sweetheart. As her daddy comes and decides to photobomb everything. So this is Violet. Hi, sweetie.
What are you doing?
She's going to be absolutely gorgeous too. That's the other thing with the coloration. We can already see that she's going to be a little bit more dainty than her sister. Oh, going to look a lot more like her mommy than her daddy. What else can I tell you about it?
Come on down, bud.
The strange thing about her is, even though she is the smallest puppy, she is also constantly in the middle of any fracas that they decide to put on. She likes to pounce on.
Mine.
Apparently, she likes to attack other puppies' feet and play. We have taught her not to nibble on people, but nibbling on other puppies is something she'll still has to learn properly. What else can I tell you?
She can definitely defend herself.
Yes, she can defend herself. And strangely enough, she would actually make not just an ideal family companion, but an ideal working dog. Her mother is an ideal working dog, and she also is a bit smaller. And she will end up looking like her mom, a little bit like her dad too, with the complete saddleback look. And they will all have a black blaze on their forehead when this is finished. It'll be tan throughout except for a black blaze. And that's actually one of the genetic markers that we have set for these dogs. Say hello. Hello. Okay. If I can find my mouse, because apparently Cosmo has decided I don't really need my mouse. Cosy, can you please move?
Oh, it's here.
We will pause and I will get back to you.
Oh, it's cute. What are you doing?
I'm getting an alarm. Okay, and here we go with, oops, I don't think you can hear me. Okay, here we go with Wolfie. Wolfie is the biggest pup. He was the first to arrive on scene because he was the biggest pup. He will, I can't believe Cosmo just sitting there staring over at us.
Yep.
He will be the absolute perfect working dog. However, if you really want a challenge and think that 150 plus pounds of puppy, adult dog is great, don't forget these are slow growing. They will grow in a rapid spurt from now until 6 months. Then, after that, it'll be a slow grow to 1 year and then a slower growth all the way but 2+ years. The whole time their brains are developing and their bodies as well. That makes them, one, eminently trainable, and two,
huggable.
absolutely huggable. The funny thing about him is that he is the biggest. He also allows every other puppy to pick on him. He's just super friendly. Part of our targets was a slightly lower aggression factor than a purebred shepherd, and he definitely has it. We really love Wolfie. He's a lot like his daddy, except he's going to be bigger.
And he's not barky.
All of them have that little bit of Great Pyrenees gene where they like to talk, and they will talk. They all have vocalizations that are just amazing, and you can encourage them to vocalize. As a result, I've noticed recently that whole idea of training words and patterns in the same way that I used to do, similar to what we used to use with some of our non-verbal acoustic kids, which was the speaking buttons pattern, where they knew how to push a pattern to suggest to their owner what they wanted or needed. I think none of these dogs would have a problem picking that up because they are already primarily a vocal breed. Isn't that right, sweetie? Okay, so that is, and take a good look at him, because he's a big boy, and he will not have any hip problems, which is one of our targets, for sure. And the funny thing is, he also has a very graceful face, so not only is he going to be big, he's going to be absolutely beautiful. There we go. Take a look. Say hi to everybody.
Where's those ears? Where's those ears?
Yes, he will look absolutely fabulous with pointed ears. He looked very alert. He already is kind of alert. Thank you. Okay, and last is the other girl. She's quite large, actually. She's growing really fast. She's beaten Kodiak in size. Is closing on Wolfie almost. This is Marigold. All of the girls are named after flowers because Mum is Rose.
Stop.
Cosimo. Marigold's big thing
Oh, he's got a photobomb.
is, I don't know. Cosmo, can you please move? Is not being photobombed by her father. Cosmo! Okay. Cosmo's decided he wants to have a nap on my lap, which is really hard when he's 150 pounds. This is Marigold, as I was saying. She's actually a very big sweetheart. She tries to stay out of trouble all the time. She's not always successful at it. She does like to play, and she does like to win when she plays. What else can I tell you? She's ready to go. Like all of them, they're all 9 weeks old now. Mom has not been feeding them at all for a week now.
Okay. Put them back in place.
They have been on first. They started on a canned food, puppy canned food that we picked up from one of the companies that we like to use. And then they transition slowly into puppy chow, and we do use Purina puppy chow for a reason. It's available regardless of where we are in the resorts. We can always get it, so they are ready to go. You will continue to feed puppy chow or any improved protein source for the first year, and because of their slow growth, you're going to need to keep high protein food constantly for the first 2+ years. Even in senior years, because their hips are not going to give you any of those pesky problems, you can continue to feed them high protein food throughout their active life and career. Great Pyrenees, even though they're a larger dog, because they also tend to be slightly slower when they age a bit, tend to live very long lives, and that's part of the breed question we wanted to add is to improve longevity and not just intelligence and emotional quality. So, Marigold, say hi. Hi. She is a sweetheart. They are all sweethearts. So please, I can tell you our itinerary right now. We're just finishing a little task here in Summerland today. We will be in Oakley Falls starting this evening, and we'll stay in Oakley Falls probably until Friday. So if you are local, in the local Penticton area, today and tomorrow, or actually basically tomorrow, maybe Friday morning, it would be the time you'd like to pick one up. After that, we'll be in the Lower Mainland. I have family down there, and it's time we got ready for the holiday season. And puppies, if we arrive with all 5, all 5 will be ready and available. If you contact us using the Kijiji ad and the link, you can send me an email, you can call me in person. We can let you know where we are, and you can decide if you want us to chip or if you're going to arrange for chip. The complete list of instructions and the agreement to have them spayed or neutered is part of what goes on when you buy from us. Now, we do have a breeding program, but it's at this point it's scarce. We would one of the females could be. You could not sign a spaying agreement on her. That would be the smaller one. But if you want to and spay, that's also fine. She's not initially 100% part of the breeding program. However, her genes and the genes of Wolfie, the largest male, are rather important, but we will be able to reproduce those anyway. So that's it for me from here. Please feel free. This is the time to get them, because by the time, if you are thinking about it generally around Christmas, they will be 100% integrated in time for the holidays, except for the bottom row of ornaments on your tree, which you need to buy plastic ones for. We learned that a long time ago.
Yes.
In fact, because of Cosmo has a tendency to like to play with tins or with the aluminum, we don't put any on our trees either. So thank you very much, and have a great weekend. And I hope to hear from you. We'd like to have them all adopted out this weekend, just because our lives get considerably more confusing afterwards if they're not. There's a good chance they'll end up with us on the island, and we already have one litter completely installed on the island. We'd like to have a litter out here on the Lower Mainland and in the Okanagan, so that feedback can be added to the portfolio as we begin to officially bring them in. The ones on the islands were only 50% the correct genome anyways. These ones are 100% the correct genome. So we're going to want a lot of feedback on how it's going, if you're using them for work, if they're just part of your family, how well they're learning and how fast they're learning. And we will support you in any way as you begin to grow with them. Have a great day, and I hope to hear from you later this week. There we go. Sorry, that cut off, so I stitched it together. He would go great with a family or a working team. Any type of working team, either security or most likely scent tracking like his dad, or security work, as I said. But he'd also just make a really good family companion, especially to children. So this is Helios, the problem solver of the group. Thank you for watching.